Okay guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to be working on the dirt bike right here, or little pit bike. We're going to be taking the carb off and cleaning it and hopefully getting it running better, along with tightening the spokes on the rear tire if that's even possible. I still got to do some research on that. But yeah, if you're wondering why the scenery looks a bit different in the garage, it's because I'm at my aunt and uncle's house in Wyoming, so we're no longer in Illinois for this video. And if we do get this thing running pretty decent and everything, we can go hit up some mountain trails right outside of town. I took my truck there and check this out. It is a bit muddy. The trails were actually insanely fun. So if we do get the dirt bike going, I am definitely looking forward to taking it out there, because as you can see, I had a lot of fun with my truck because it is insanely dirty. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoy this video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to stay tuned for future videos, and let's get right into this video.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Okay guys, so on the Yamaha TTR 90, the carburetor is located right here behind this plastic. I already have it a little bit loose. Let's see if I can get a shot. You see, there's the carburetor right here. This is what we're going to be taking off and cleaning. I've never cleaned a dirt bike carburetor before, but we'll give her a go. Right here's my 1973 Mustang carburetor. This is an Edelbrock carburetor, an aftermarket one. I have this thing all torn apart. As you can see, it's bare bones right now. And I have some new jets coming in for it in spring, so waiting on those. But yeah, here it all is. I'm going to be cleaning it out. Look, the jets were super bent, and the springs that go with the jets that make them retract aren't even the same size, so definitely a good thing I'm rebuilding that. But yeah, let's get to rebuilding this thing. I'm gonna set you guys up somewhere and we're gonna have a nice little fancy time lapse. Okay guys, so the problem I'm running into right now is I got everything basically detached except for this one. If it focuses, come on. Yup. There we go. This one back bolt right here. Sadly, I don't have I don't have all my tools here, so last time to get this on I had a small socket set with actually like an angled one where you could it had like a joint in it where you could angle it out. So I'm trying to use this wrench, but it's not looking too hot. Trying to get that wrench in there. So I'm gonna go see what I can find in the toolkit in my truck. I'll be back real quick and yep, we'll see. Okay, with a little bit of ingenuity and a hammer and the right size socket, I hammered the socket onto the bolt, and then they have a little groove right here in the I don't know, the tube that goes to the motor for extension. But as you can see, this has the small receiving end on it, so I had to convert it up to the bigger one, which if I was at home, I have a little short, smaller extension that would have fit perfectly, but since I don't, I used that one, and then I used another half one right here, and then I was finally able to get the wrench on. So crossing my fingers, hopefully I can loosen it with this. Update. So as you can tell, when it focuses, my little idea slash jank method worked. I got it off. Now I just got to disconnect these top lines, then we can tear into this thing and see what's wrong. Okay guys, oop, it's kind of dark lighting. There we go. Got the carburetor off. I'm gonna set you guys up on the bench. As I tear into this thing, I'll have another little time lapse. It's currently dripping gas, but yeah. Get you guys set up right up here on my little workbench as we tear into this thing. Okay guys, so we got the dirt bike all put back together. As you can see, it's sitting right there. I actually took off these two fender pieces that go right there because I want to be able to access the carburetor on this side and then the adjustments for the carburetor on the other side, so I have those taken off. And yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up somewhere and we're gonna try firing it up and see if it runs any better. Hopefully it does. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to fiddle with the air and fuel mixture screws, but I think we'll get her pretty dialed in, hopefully. I also threw a nice little, I don't know if you guys can see, hold up. I threw a nice little fuel filter in there, so I know no crap will be getting in from the gas tank or from this valve thingy. So yeah, we're gonna fire it up and see what happens. Got my little ice screw. Just in case we need to adjust it. Neutral. Okay, that's good. And that's idling nice and low too. First kick. Bring it around. So the idle is a bit low. So I'm definitely gonna tune it up, but as you can tell, first kick, didn't even took the whole carburetor off, fuel line and everything, fuel wasn't even in the carburetor and it just fired right up. Hopefully my muscle car does the same thing. If I clean the car on my muscle car, hopefully it will run too. Shifter is being weird. It won't let me upshift a second. Okay guys, so as you can see, we got it running. It's kind of shifting weird. I yanked it with my hand and I got it to go up. But yeah, the next thing, we're gonna go stop by Ace Hardware and we're gonna pick up a wheel spoke tightener. Okay, some reason the camera died because the battery was low. So I swapped the battery out real quick, and getting back to what I was saying, right here, these spokes, they're all loose, and that one's broken even, but yeah, well, that one's broken too. So a decent amount are broken, but a lot of them, or basically all of them, are loose. So I'm gonna run to Ace and get a spoke tightener, and then the ones that are broken, if they have replacement spokes, I'll try and do that. If not, I'll just order them online and wait for them to come in later. But if I tighten up all of them, it should be good enough. And then my rear brake, this thing's like a death trap with only front brakes, but here's my rear brake thing. I don't have the linkage or anything, but I ordered it from our local Sportsland back at home. And I got a new brake lever because that one's broken. And I got all the springs and brackets and the connecting rod. So we're pretty much all set. I'm gonna throw all that on. And then this dirt bike will basically be buttoned up and finished. Got the graphics on, it looks pretty now. Go out and get some riding videos with it. And yeah. Okay guys, so I just got back from the store. I was very unsuccessful on finding a spoke tightener. So I got PVC blaster to help loosen those bolts, and then I went with my next best option, which is a nicer, more fancier monkey wrench, since we also couldn't find any 5mm wrenches. And this is what we were using, but it's like flimsy and cheap and not really nice. And this one seems to be a lot nicer, so hopefully it can get a better grip on them. And yeah, we can get them tight. Let's hope on that. So I'm gonna blaster all these up and let those sit for a while I put the new brake lever on. So here's the new brake lever right here, and I'm gonna unbox this real quick and get it thrown on. Out with the old and in with the new. So there we go, we got that all swapped out, and now that the blaster's been soaking for a bit on the rear spokes, we'll go ahead and get all that buttoned up. Okay guys, this is now later in the day. It's pitch black outside. I think it's almost midnight. I got the shop lights on. But yeah, I got it on a painter's can because I don't have any of my jacks here. But I'm gonna take off the back tire. I think it's gonna be easiest if I just do that, and then I'm gonna tighten up all those spokes on that rim, and hopefully I can get them all tight. We'll see how it goes. 3 of them are broken, so and they're all 3 by each other, so I'm gonna try and remove some spokes in some areas and spread the 3 broken ones out, and then hopefully tomorrow go and see if I can find any spokes for it. But I'm having a feeling I won't be able to, so that's why I'm gonna space them out now. And then the last thing I have to do is get those rear brake parts on the dirt bike. So once I get that all done, I will jump back into this video for you guys, because it's going to be very boring watching me take off this rear tire, because all it is 2 bolts. So I'm going to take that off real quick right now, and I'll see you guys when I get it off. Okay guys, so I just got the rear tire off. So now I'm going to set the tire down nicely, and I'm just going to go around and tighten all of these spokes. So I'll point out some of the broken ones. So as you can see, here's the main concern right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spokes broken. That's crazy. So yeah, this is definitely why the wheel wobbles super bad in the rear, and all the other ones are loose, so those all need tightened as well. Sadly, well, tomorrow in the morning I'm going to get new spokes. Crossing my fingers they actually have them. If they don't, I'm just gonna try and space these out around. But if they, so I'm just gonna hope that they have them, because I don't want to have to space them around. So yeah, but for now I'm gonna tighten up all the ones that are not broken and see how it goes. So yeah, check up when I'm done tightening these suckers. Okay guys, so it's the next day now. I didn't tighten those last night because I said screw it, if I'm gonna get all new ones, might as well not tighten those ones. Plus I was tightening one of them and they're all super like rusted and seized, and I put blaster on them like 5 hours ago yesterday. Well, not 5 hours ago, yesterday blaster was sitting on them for 5 hours before I started like trying to loosen or tighten them, and I snapped one and then the rest weren't turning, so I was just like, screw this. So I am going this morning right now to go ahead and pick up 32 new sprockets for it, and we're gonna have to remove the tire and inner tube. Well, I'm gonna get a new inner tube in the rear since it does leak, and yeah, I'm gonna get that thrown on, and hopefully if I can do that soon enough and get the wheel balanced and all that, we can head out to the cool trails here before we leave tomorrow and I can get some sick riding videos. But yeah, I'm gonna go run and pick up those spokes, and I'll see you when I'm back. Okay, I just got back from my little run. I had to get a valve stem core puller thing because mine's at home and I don't have mine here. Then here's that. And then when we bought the new, right here are the new spokes, and when we bought the new spokes, we also bought these little pry bars or tire iron thingies to get this off, because we have some at home, but we're not at home right now. And then also we bought a little tiny wrench set since nowhere had a spoke wrench. We just got a 4mm and a 5mm wrench now, and that should do the trick with those. And then we got a new inner tube for this tire because it did go flat. So yeah, we're gonna swap all this out and then hopefully get the ripping later today so we can come out with a riding video. Okay, so we got the inner tube sitting over there. That's the old one. I inflated it to see if it has any leaks, and it actually isn't leaking that quick, even though I think it does have a slow leak. I have to get some soapy water to figure that out, but besides the point, we got the tire off, we got the rim right there, and there's the hub, and there is all the old spokes. Some of them we got off with the impact, some we just snipped with the bolt cutters right there. Here's our new ones that we're about to throw on, and yeah. YouTube's gonna be coming in clutch to figure out how to balance this, so I'm gonna go watch a YouTube video on how to do this real quick. And yeah, I'll see you guys when we get, hopefully, the spokes in and the tire back on and thrown on the bike. So then we can move on to the rear brake. Okay guys, so just got the bike all back together, got the new spokes tightened on there, got the new inner tube in, and got the rear tire on, along with threw the chain back on. And all we have to do now is throw on those new brake cables. But as you can see, I wanted to show you guys what the bike looks like right now with the new whatever they're called, not sprockets, spokes. So yeah, it looks really good. You can see we got the new inner tube in, which the nice thing about this one is it's bent off to the side, so it's easy to fill up. Unlike that one was just straight. So you couldn't really fit the air hose in because it was like, you get what I mean. But it wasn't too fun. But we got this rear tire aligned. So now all we have to do is just put the linkage in. And we're all set to go rip it today. So I'm gonna do that here quick, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of how the bike's looking. It's looking pretty good. And I just took it for a test spin. It's idling and running really good. Might turn up the fuel just a hair because I dialed it in. When I cleaned out the carb, I screwed the air and fuel mixture screw in all the way, and then I backed them off full turn and then a half a turn. And then for the fuel I did a little bit more, like I think a quarter turn more. And I think I just need to do it just like slightly a hair of a turn, not even a quarter turn out. But yeah, the bike looks real good. I'll update you guys when we got that brake line thrown on. And yeah. Okay guys, so got the bike out here. It's idling but really low. I got it as best fine-tuned as I could with the time I had. The sun is setting and we just got out here to the trails so that I can throw in some riding clips in this video or in the next video. Depends on how long these riding clips are. I'll probably throw them in the next video, but thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed us working on the dirt bike. I also, right here, got the rear brake line hooked up. So now we got rear brakes, and I tightened the front brakes, so now we got even better front brakes. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe and like. And I'll see you in the next one, which will be the riding video.